one of the main differentiations that I find with Venus and Taurus, and maybe a little bit in Cancer. We'll find it in Cancer and a little bit in Libra, and all the other placements they're still searching. Is people will use clothes, beauty, and fashion to either hide things and cover up, right, in the other parts of the zodiac, or they will use it to enhance their body. So it's a lot about how can I look sexy? How can my clothes make me look more beautiful? Okay. And that's the real difference between like Venus and Taurus, Venus and Cancer, and Venus and Libra, in my opinion, and maybe Pisces too, but not as much, is that you already know. So you're using your body, you're using the beauty and fashion to make artistic expressions, to beautify and basically be a walking piece of art, like a walking art gallery. Okay. And so a lot of the focus is not just on, well, how can this make me look beautiful? Like, I already know I'm beautiful. I want to find the most beautiful things, the most exquisitely high quality, beautifully made artistic versions of things. So you don't just want a nice slinky tight dress, but you want a nice slinky dress that is expressing itself in a way that people haven't experienced before. So it's like the sprout of fashion, the sprout of beauty's expression. Okay. And so it can be so simple, and it could also be very extravagant, which you'll find with different placements. Okay. So Venus in Taurus, she's the epitome of good taste and understands high quality. She has a very well defined tongue. So you tap into your natural ability to know what looks good, what is high quality. Okay. And don't be shy about it. Like it's innate within you, especially with Venus and Taurus. You're the queen of sensuality, and a lot of the ideas, which are similar to Venus in Cancer, is comfort. So you're looking for materials not only are high quality, but they feel good on your skin. So if it's something that's like high quality, but it's too tight and you can't breathe, that probably works well for like a Venus in Scorpio. Like certain placements, they'll be willing to sacrifice their comfort for fashion, right? That's not quite happening here in Taurus. It's like we don't need to sacrifice anything. I still want my cake and eat it too. I want to feel good in the clothes as much as they look good. So it's about indulgence in the exotic and the natural. And you're looking at how nature is natural and how nature kind of mutates into its own exoticness with Venus and Taurus. Again, the materials are comfortable. So like cashmere, sweaters, velvets, these kinds of things are huge for Taurus. And even like cotton can be great because it can be muted down. It can be simple basics and they can still portray beauty. Remember, Venus and Taurus already knows it's beautiful. So it's like, I'm beautiful, now what? Sometimes it's like going back to the simple, yeah, I'm just beautiful. And like wearing like the basics, t-shirt and jeans, can be like so seductive with a Venus and Taurus. So your skin wants to soak in the luxury of these beautiful materials. And so skin tight usually isn't always the go-to, even though it could be very popular in society, it could be very popular in culture. It's not always the go-to. And also finding like patterns. So every placement might work with a certain type of pattern. It's so cliche, but flowers is such a typical pattern for Venus and Taurus. And you'll see that it's mainly because nature is beautiful in itself with Venus and Taurus. So you're basically taking those flowers and you want to wear the beauty of nature on yourself. Other colors that work so well here are like maroons, olive greens, pinks, purples, any of the colors that reflect flowers. But also there's something about the earth signs, all of Venus and the earth signs. Like I've seen commonalities is that they love this dark green, emerald, forest green color, especially when you're going more elegant. And it also will look really good in earth tones like nudes, browns, or, things like that. You look flawless in gemmed or jeweled dresses, but not flashy, but they can have a princess flare. Now, the princess flare really works with Cancer, but you'll see certain placements of Venus and Taurus still goes for that. But it's not as much princess as it's more queen. It's tipping more in the queen energy in the aesthetic of like elegance. Okay. And jewelry are usually standalone pieces. So, very different than Venus and Libra, which will use jewelry as delicate, elegant adornments. In Taurus, we find more standout pieces. And this is also similar to Venus and Leo and Taurus, because they're both these fixed, ferocious characters. So when Venus is in these placements, I find a lot of people want just like a gorgeous necklace that just speaks on its own. Like you could almost simplify the rest of the outfit just for the standalone jewelry pieces sometimes, because Taurus really loves like jewelry. It's diamonds are a girl's best friend that comes out of Taurus. Okay, so you're not at your best when you wear rough materials. You might try it, but if it's scratchy, if it's too uncomfortable, you you'll probably wear the discomfort on your face. Your mood will destabilize, and it's just not a good look for Venus and Taurus. So a lot of beauty is expressed through stability, and stability is about comfort. Okay. And so the whole idea here is focusing on what will naturally make you feel confident, whether it's this beautiful jewelry piece or this beautiful statement of the clothes itself, being a walking art gallery. So if you're wearing like the next new artist or old fashioned artist, like, or a fashion designer, things like that, that usually is very like the fashion industry is very much so Venus and Taurus, more than people like to admit, because the fashion industry can go crazy, but the foundation is based off of art, artisans and artistic flares and spins. So taking those raw materials and making it into something great. And that's something that even you might want to do. So people who have Venus and Taurus, they might want to start making their own clothes or creating their own looks based off of the ensemble of the clothes.